and this is, if you notice on our schedule, I kind of rolled this in there. The spark. This is the spark. So Sequoyah would have learned to blacksmith here, and there were about 8 to 10 Cherokees where that pile of logs just on the other side of the blacksmith. That little flat over there was where the evidence of the blacksmith shop was. So he learns to blacksmith there. What happens is, I actually worked my way through college as a blacksmith, and I had no problem ever remembering who owed me money. Sequoyah had a problem. He couldn't remember who owed him money. So that tells me he was a really good blacksmith and he had a lot of work. And so at this time, at 1800, the Cherokee have a spoken language. So if you give me 2 apples and you give me 2 apples, I have 4 apples. The Cherokees can say that, but they have no characters to write 2 plus 2 equals 4. They can't write any numbers down. They don't have any symbols. They can't write a sentence that she gave me 2 apples and he gave me 2 apples, so therefore I have 4 apples. They couldn't write that in a sentence in the Cherokee language. And so what Sequoyah does first is he develops a numbering system. And he would take and draw a picture of your face, and out beside of it, using his numbering system, record how much money you owed him. So it was an accounting system. It was a way of remembering what people owed him for his work. They talk about as a kid, he would build little model houses, and he started drawing pictures. And you could look at one of Sequoyah's drawings and you could recognize the person that he had drawn. So he's very talented with his hands. Before he becomes a blacksmith, he was a self-taught silversmith. And he actually used a lot of the silversmithing tools to start blacksmithing. And so the spark, again, he learns to blacksmith, he develops a numbering system, and it's one of those 2 buildings. The commanding officer on the first floor had his office. The guard room is on this building on the right. It's one of those 2 buildings that Sequoyah sees the officers writing or reading books, writing down letters. And he witnesses this here, and he gets to thinking about it. And in 1809, he announces in his blacksmith shop, we could create a writing system. We could put our words on paper just like the English. And so he begins a journey in 1809 trying to create a writing system, which he finally finishes in 1821. So it takes him 12 years of his life to create this writing system. And so it begins here. And that's why I get so pumped. Like walking across the gate there, I know I've walked across the footsteps of Sequoyah, because he walked into this garrison. He was living 1.25 miles from here. So we're 9 Mile Creek, that's 9 Mile Creek over there, and the Tennessee where they ran in together, he's living 1.25 miles from here. So to me, I'm the manager director at Sequoyah Birthplace Museum, so this is a very important site for me, and it's an honor to be here. So thank you all for coming. So appreciate it.